25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Allen going to go to the air right away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And here's a fair catch now, and boy, a very short punt will give them unbelievable field position. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier in the season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. On play action, now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
26.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And
got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
26.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete.
He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0.
14. Bills, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Cook again.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now Allen.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for the Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert. You go.
Now Allen.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Hassan Reddick racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 21-0 our score after 1. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
56.
Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, 62 yards.
And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Rodgers going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charlie. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Middle.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Allen now looks to throw. Shakir hauls it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. To the air, Allen. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Allen will try to throw for it. Flushed out right. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10.
He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
At the 11-yard line.
Pass. Look out.
Allen going to throw.
Jermaine Johnson
Able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if
He's got a man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Flush to his right. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Here's Allen to throw it.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
Touchdown!
Dalton Kincaid.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
When you run in the slant, time. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26. 26. Plant. Hey, 88. Get 300.
Rodgers now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Inside.
Now Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Move it in.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Hamler now on the return.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Allen going to audible to a different look.
Here's 2nd and 8. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Look out.
Now Cook running right. Nifty move. Pushing his way through. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Now 2nd and 5.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Now that 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw. Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
a little bit.
just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Back north.
To throw is Rodgers.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a play fake. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Rodgers again now. Wilson's got it complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, live. Back north.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Allen. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Fighting his way through contact.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Here's 2nd and 10.
88.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do. Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Reed. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Inside. Take 30.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
Brought down by Ed Oliver. This is 2nd and 8.
Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers throwing here.
This one deep for Wilson.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Rodgers going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.